Hello YouTube, this is Francisca. I created this summer mint look, and if you want to learn how to create it, then continue watching because it's coming up now. I started out using this Maybelline Master Primer. I took it on the lids and underneath, and then I just blended it out with my finger. And then moving on to this Wet n Wild palette, I'm using shade number 1. I'm just taking that color onto the brow bone down to the crease. Now I'm taking the shade number 6 and I'm just going to lay this out on the crease as a transition. And don't worry about the lines that you see, we're going to blend them out later. And moving on to the other eye, going in back and forth motions, keeping the color in the crease. And now going in with shade number 2, I'm just going to take this on the brow bone. It didn't show well up on camera, but believe me, it's there. And now I'm just going to blend out some of this transition and some of those lines that I was talking about earlier. And just blend and blend and blend. Blending is the secret. And now using this Jordana eyeshadow pencil, I'm just laying this down on the lid and going underneath my lower lash line. It's going to be the glue that holds the next shadow I'm going to use, and I just slightly blended it out with my finger. Look at this color, isn't it gorgeous? Okay, now we're going to take it onto the lids, just start packing it on. Don't exceed the transition. You don't want to cover up your transition. You just want to kind of meet them halfway. And then we're going to take it underneath the lash line. I got kind of sloppy, but I know I'm going to clean it up later, so it's okay. And now I'm going in with shade number 8. I'm just going to take this on the outer corner and slightly into the crease and a little bit under the lash line for kind of a smoky effect. And moving on to the other side, I'm just using an angled crease brush by Sonia Kashuk, but please use whatever you have. And now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and just blending out that crease for a nice gradient, and then I'm going to go underneath and blend that out as well. And just do the same thing on the other side, just blending in circular and back and forth motions. And now I'm taking a makeup remover wipe and I'm just kind of cleaning up underneath, and I also like to kind of drag it out and shape my outer corner kind of like a cat eye. These are just Up and Up brand makeup remover rounds. I get them all the time and they really help with the fallout. And now I'm going in with this L'Oreal felt tip liner. I'm just going to keep the lines very thin because I don't want to cover up that gorgeous mint color that I just put down. Then I just start dragging out my liner to make a cat eye, and then I just fill it in. I feel like everybody has their own technique of how they do their cat eye, but one of the things I like to do is I use a felt tip eyeliner and I just kind of lay it flat against the lash line and then drag it out slowly, kind of like you're sketching a really thin line. Duh, it's a line, Francis. Well, anyway, just keep working on it. I know a lot of people have a hard time getting their lines, even, but if you just keep practicing, you'll get it. Now I'm going to line my eyes with this NYX pencil and just lining my waterline, and then I'm also going to tight line. My eyes were getting pretty watery, so I was trying to work quickly. And now I'm using this L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara, just coating the upper and lower lashes evenly. I actually really like this mascara, by the way. I'd probably say that about all the mascaras I've ever bought. Okay, so we're just repeating that on the other side, and you can put as many coats as you like. Now I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, And I'm just going to use a Real Techniques brush and buff this onto my face. It was a little bit light for me, but it ended up looking okay, I think. I actually really like the Infallible Pro Matte. That's my all-time favorite, but this one works just as nice. And now I'm using this e.l.f. concealer to conceal my under eyes in triangular-ish shapes. Oh, no, no, yes. Now I'm just going to blend that out with the same Real Techniques brush I used earlier, and on the forehead. And now I'm going to use this Maybelline Better Skin powder, kind of in the T-zone and a little bit underneath my eyes to set the concealer. And whatever's left on the brush I use on the rest of my face. And now I'm going to use this Hard Candy Highlight and Contour Stick. I'm gonna start carving out my cheekbones, even though those are some random lines, Francis. And then onto the nose. And then I just blend it out with my finger. You can use a brush if you want. You know, no judgment if you use your fingers, and no judgment if you use a brush. It's your preference. And now I'm taking this Master Strobing Stick by Maybelline. I'm taking it on my nose and on my cheekbones and on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm just going to blend it all out with my finger. Make sure your fingers are clean, guys. And now I'm taking this Ombre Blush by Wet n Wild. I'm just going to take it on a Sonia Kashuk blush brush and just lightly dab it onto the apples of my cheeks, going in an upward motion. And then on the other side, of course. And now I'm going in with this CoverGirl brow powder. I just like to fill in the areas that look a little more sparse and kind of define the lines a little more, because let's face it, I already kind of have Rock Lee eyebrows. Thumbs up if you know who Rock Lee is. You're awesome. And now I'm just combing my brows out with an e.l.f. spoolie so they look less dramatic and a little more natural. And now I'm taking this Milani lip liner. I'm just going to line my lips, and then I'm going to fill them in so that the color that I'm going to put on lasts longer. And then just do the same thing on the bottom. And last but not least, we're going to apply this NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick over the work we just did. I wanted to keep the shade fairly neutral because I really wanted that mint to stand out. And that about wraps up this look. Remember to always do what you love and never give a crap about what negative people have to say to you. Thank you for watching.